Hi guys, Mr. P here, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video, hope you guys are well. And in this video I'll be showing you how I get aluminum. I do this run sort of on a weekly basis, because you know how much aluminum we all go through, and this will hopefully really help you guys out. And if it does help you out, please sure to hit that like and subscribe button guys. It'll be a pleasure to have all you guys in the community, and also will really help out the channel also. I'll put timestamps in the description, and let's get on with the video. Okay, so first what I like to do is take over all the workshops that have a aluminum deposit in them. This will increase our output at the end of our run. For those of you who don't know, you just go to a workshop on the map, you clear out all the enemies, go to the workshop table, claim the workshop and click build, and you chuck down a resource extractor and also a generator that produces 10 electricity. Make sure you wire it up to the resource extractor before you move on to the next one also. These are all the workshop locations I use. We are going to start at the Tyler County dirt track. Next we will move down south to the Sunshine Meadows Industrial Farm. Then we will head down to the Poseidon Energy Plant, along with the Charleston landfill just south of that. Head on over to Berkeley Springs West, there is a deposit there. If you'd only like to take over one of these locations, I would highly recommend the Red Rocket and Mega Stop, as there is 3 deposits there. And then finally, northwest of that, we will go to the converted munitions factory where the final one is there. Now with all the extractors in place, we can now start our farm, so I head on over to the Harper's Ferry first. Walk along the track, along the bridge. You just want to keep following this track, and you eventually will come to a building just in front of you. Head on over to this building to start the first part of the farm. And what we're looking for are these air conditionings on the wall, and inside them they do have cooling caps. I'll show you where they are. There's some on the outside and some on the inside. So we just jump up and we'll try to grab them. I believe when you dismantle these, or scrap these rather, you get 2 aluminium per piece. Hopefully you guys are better at jumping than me. Some of them you don't have to jump for, but and we'll just grab the last few this side before we go into the centre. I think there are some in the actual town itself, but because these are sort of all together, it's much easier just to farm this bit. You can serve a hop and they will respawn back, so you can do it as many times as you want. Okay, for the middle part, you are going to need the marsupial serum, which can be crafted in the chemistry bench just for the high jump to jump over the wall. Or a jetpack, whatever you have. A lot of player vendors sell them generally. You can craft them if you find the plans. But you want to jump onto this brick wall here and then onto the pipe. With the jetpack you could just fly over, but and then you grab all the ones on the middle part as well. It's fairly simple to do, and as I said, you can just stash all these away, scrap them and serve a hop and redo it. If you have the Fallout First Survival tent, you can just place it on the outside, it's much quicker. I'll just grab the last one up here. And after that, head on over to the Pleasant Valley Ski Resort. We are looking for ski poles here. The actual skis themselves do not give aluminum. I believe they give fiberglass, so if you want fiberglass you can grab the skis as well. But just for this video I'll be grabbing just the poles. There are a few scorching here as well, but they shouldn't really be too much of a problem. But basically what we're looking for are these little ski racks, and they have ski poles on top of them. Sometimes they can be quite hard to find, they might be glitched into the ground a bit, so make sure you look carefully. As I said, you can grab them wooden skis, you will get wooden scraps and fiberglass from them. I believe you can server hop here as well and farm this as many times as you want. Okay, for the ore farming part, I recommend we use the excavator power armor just because you get double the yield. Just left of the welch, underneath the crane, there is one aluminum vein just here. Just to the right of the last location, near the crossroads, just where I am on the map, you can get another ore node here. Sometimes you have to click on them twice so you can farm them twice. I got 8 from that one. Okay, from there we go southwest of our first location, and there is a vein just on the cliff side of the wall here, just underneath the crane also. On the northwest side of the welch you will find a vein just on the floor here. Be careful of the mole miners here though. They do swarm you and do quite a bit of damage, to be honest. Okay, moving on to our next location. This one is just southwest of our last location. Just down the hill a bit, we'll find another vein next to the road. There's a sort of broken down electricity pole. Head north of Welch Station, just past the tracks. Up the cliff, you'll find a few nodes up here as well. This one's quite a nice one, it's 3 bunched just together here. Like I said, spam X a few times, or A, or whatever it is for PC, because sometimes you can get more than one interaction with them. Just further along the track from the last location, we will head to this location just on the hillside. As you can see, I can see the crane down there. I'm trying to do a little pan around so you can see exactly where I am. So just on the cliff up here there are some more aluminum ore. Another 3 here. This one's just under the rocks, a bit tricky to get. Just south of the station, you can actually see the station just here in front of us. We'll find another 3 nodes actually on the floor here. This is another easy one. Along the road from the Welch there are a couple here. You've got to be a bit careful here though, because the fire can really hurt you. I'm wearing power armor and it's doing quite a bit of damage to me already, so just be careful here. I believe there are 4 here in this one, so it's definitely worth the damage if you've got a few spare stim packs on you. Move over to the abandoned mine shaft. This is another pretty decent location. We look at the little tin bunker there, turn around, fall down the cliff, and there are 4 down here I believe that you can grab. Just across the way from the last location where that little tin bunker is, as you can see the little tin bunker just there. Down we have that little pit. There's a couple on this cliffside just here. Would probably help if I turn my torch on so I could see them better. But I always find the ash region easier to get than the other ones. I find they just stand out more on the ground. Go further up the cliff from our last location and you will find a small little rock surrounded by a few aluminum veins here. Just to note, I'm not going to go through every single vein on the map because there are so many. I'm just showing you guys the ones that I usually get, and then we get all the cluster ones. Okay, northeast of the last location where these mountains are, you'll come on top of this cliff. We can see the big extractor in the middle there and the little red digger to our left. Grab these veins on the rock here. And then what we do is we'll turn around from this location and there is one just down the cliff a little bit. Okay, we will move across the mountain to the opposite side of where this digger is. As you can see, we just got one from over the other side there. There is one on the rock here and one just below that as well. Further down south of the map in sort of the middle of nowhere until you get to this little cliffside of the trees and that. This one might be a bit harder to find. I'll do a little pan around here just to show you guys exactly where I am. There's quite a few here as well. Head on over to the Garahan estate. And just underneath the actual building itself. There's a couple on the cliff here. There's actually quite a few here actually. There's a couple just down the cliff as well. This one's actually a pretty decent location to be fair. I'm not sure if you can server hop and re-loot the veins, but if you can, let me know guys in the comments, because this will be a good place to put down a tent and keep server hopping. Just northwest of our last location, we will come across a little house sort of on a cliffside, and there are a couple of nodes here. Can move on to the unfinished mansion, just on top of this little digger underneath the main structure. These are quite hard to find because they're sort of blending in with all the other junk pile on the floor. We can grab 3 here. Move along the tracks just north of the unfinished mansion on the road next to the train car. You will find a bunch of nodes here as well. Move over to the Monograph Power Substation. Right next to the tunnel, there's a couple on this rock. There's a little hidden one up the top as well. And then at the Big Ben Tunnel West, just around the corner from the substation's just over there. There's another few on the mountainside here as well. Just along the track to the right hand side of the track, as if you're moving away from the tunnel itself. you will see a little cliffside here with a bunch of nodes to follow. I will now head on over to my extractors and loot them all. For the next part, make sure you have super duper equipped. This will give you a 30% chance to double your result, so we have a 30% chance to get more aluminum from each part. We'll skip our coolant caps and ski poles first. And so far we got 70 aluminum scrap from that. Then we'll head on over to our chemistry bench under smelting. And you will need acid for this as well. I will probably do an acid video next, just so you guys can get a big bunch of acid. We will scrap all them, smelt them rather, and super duper has procced, and altogether we got 632 aluminum scrap, so that's not a bad haul at all, to be honest. I mean, you can get much more if you did all the nodes on the map, but this is just what I do weekly, because this is all I really need weekly. But I will leave a link to the full map in the description for you guys to follow. And that is it for the video. If you are enjoying the content and you would like to see more, please hit that like and subscribe button, guys. It will really help out the channel and I highly appreciate it. But until then, you guys take care and have a great week.